Hey everyone, it's Matt Donahue. Welcome to 2025. Can you believe it? 2024 is in the books. I hope everybody had a wonderful holiday season. I hope you got to spend time with family and friends and the people you care about, the people you love, because that's really what this time of year, well, that time of year, I guess, this time, who knows? But either way, that's what the holidays should be all about, is being with the people you love. We're going to jump into it. So this is our Mission Financial Planners Weekly Update. For those of you who don't know, I'm Matt Donahue. I'm here to help you stay informed and ready for the financial year ahead. So we're going to wrap up 2024 with a market recap and then some key insights and to help you prepare for what's coming in 2025. So there's a lot to unpack. Let's jump in. 2024 was a phenomenal year for the markets. The S&P surged almost 24%, hitting an incredible 57 all-time highs. That's the most since 1928. Leading the charge were the Magnificent Seven. Those are those powerhouse tech stocks. They rallied for an impressive 48% return last year. AI continues to dominate headlines, driving growth across technology, communication services, and consumer discretionary. Those are all the top performing sectors of last year. It wasn't just tech, though. Utilities also surged. They were up 20% thanks to rising electricity demand from data centers. In fact, the second best performing stock in the S&P 500 was an electrical utility. Earnings growth outside the Magnificent Seven also turned positive after 5 quarters of contraction, with financials shining bright, up to 28% on stronger commercial lending and capital markets activity. Looking ahead to 25, broader earnings growth could drive broader leadership in the markets. Value stocks outperformed growth in the third quarter of 24. That's the first time we've seen that since 2022. That rotation could be a key theme next year. On the flip side, healthcare faced some challenges with regulatory uncertainty and slower post-COVID recovery, dragging the sector down by almost 11% in the fourth quarter. So what should an investor watch out for in 2025? Sticky inflation, that remains a key trend. Potentially, we've got some new tariffs and those much anticipated federal rate cuts. Let's not forget Washington. Policy changes around deregulation, taxes, tariffs, those could all add some volatility into the mix. If tech stocks make up a big chunk of your portfolio, now's the time to ensure you're diversified and prepare for any surprises. Now, for your thought of the week, we're going to go back to our friend Marcus Aurelius this week. He had a quote: a person who doesn't know what the universe is doesn't know where they are. So, what do you make of people who seek the praise of those who have no knowledge of where or who they are? What he's saying is he's trying to remind you that you need to focus on the important stuff. Have you taken the time to clarify yourself? Like, if someone asked you, what do you do? How would you answer that question? If someone asked you, who are you? Other than your name, who are you? Have you spent any time thinking about that? Most people haven't, right? And if you haven't, hey, that's okay, right? It's one of those things a lot of people don't. But take a minute, think about it. You're driving home from work, you're in the car, you're, doom scrolling on Facebook, right? The stuff that wanders through your mind. Well, put the phone down for a second. Just think about that. Because ultimately, if you think about like the doom scrolling on Facebook, well, what you're doing there is you're chasing distractions, and that doesn't help you, right? It doesn't help you. So don't chase the stuff that doesn't align with your goals. The new year is a perfect time to reflect and realign to get to where you want to be. So that's a great segue actually into our tax tip of the week, which is really financial resolution based, right? You want to drive your taxes down? Well, one way to do it is to make sure that taxes take up a smaller chunk of your income. Well, if your income is all going towards debt and things like that, then tax bills come along. That can create a real stress for you. So having a good financial plan that you operate with year in and year out, and check the plan every time you get paid, is something that you should seriously consider. So you want to pay off holiday debt within 90 days, and for next year's Christmas or holidays, whatever you celebrate, create a budget, stick to it, track your spending. Keep receipts, plan your budget every payday to stay ahead. Start a savings plan. Make sure you've got that emergency fund of 3 to 6 months of income. That should be the very first thing you do. Tackle debt strategically. For me, I can be an emotional guy, so for me, I need to see progress when I'm working on something like that. So for me, when I had a lot of debt, it was always tackle the smaller one first because I could feel the progress. I could see the progress. It made me feel good. And then eventually you get to the biggest one last. And in that case, don't worry about the interest rate on the biggest one. right? Just tackle the small stuff first and then deal with the bigger stuff later. Check your credit report. You are entitled to a free credit report from each agency, the three big ones that are out there, and check your insurance coverage. Ensure your policies meet your needs without overinsuring. We're going to talk a lot about taxes in 2025. We're going to talk a lot about investing in 2025, but that emergency fund, living within your budget, and making sure you've got the right amount of insurance, those are all foundational to be able to pursue those bigger plans. So financial success isn't always about big leaps, right? It's about consistent, intentional steps, whether you're managing debt, saving for the future, staying on top of market trends, review it regularly. Peter Strucker, the business guru, used to say, the stuff that gets tracked improves. Track it, it'll improve. Now, don't forget, you've got taxes coming up, right? So go to our website, go to our blog. You'll find the written version of this over there. It's missionfinancialplanners.com. Just click on the blog link, and in the blog you'll see there's a download for the 2024 key financial data card. That data card has all the numbers from 24 that you're going to want to be thinking about from a tax standpoint, IRA contribution standpoint, things like that. So tax brackets, contribution limits, gift and estate tax exclusions, single filers. Hey, you know what? Earning up to $11,600, you're in the 10% tax bracket. If you're over $609,350, you ended up in the 37% tax bracket. Retirement plans, right? Contributions there, health savings accounts, and also the key deadlines, right? April 15th, taxes are due. December 31st is when charitable contributions are due. So stay informed. Take a look at that data card. That gives you a lot of great data for 24. We'll talk about the 25 numbers next week, but check out the details. Get that financial data card. Go to our website, go to our blog. You'll be able to download that. That's it for today's episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this to keep your financial goals on track. I'll see you next week as we dive deeper into strategies for navigating 2025. But until then, here's to a successful and prosperous new year, and stay informed and stay ready. Thanks, everyone.